I know it's super duper late and it's retarded that we're even wasting time talking about it, but I definitely have a plan for how 100 humans will kill a gorilla easily.
Brother, I don't think that's possible that 100 humans, like, I want to hear your plan though, because which humans, like, it's got to be a specific list of humans. Like, you
It's,
can't,
yes, but I wasn't even going even that far. Like, I would just like have a different attack. Everybody's saying start out with 10 people, start out with 5 people. No, I want to send 25 people at him so he takes off running. I want to wear him out, get him tired. Maybe
true,
I feel like
true.
if anybody sees 25 prey coming at it, no matter what it is, you're taking off running.
Yes. I
It,
feel like if the whole group of 100 charged, the gorilla may back down. But physically, if you have a gorilla that's willing to fight, um, I don't think 100 humans like that would just be like
I felt like my plan might have
harder. I don't know.
14 total casualties from humans.
Bro, I feel like I could beat 100 people weaker than me, like 100.
Be-
So,
but
like, it's
no,
humanly possible.
but realistically, 25 people basically get it tired, and then I don't know, maybe
No,
another
because
25,
you
another
okay.
another
So
25 basically. Like people think you have to like uh, kill it in
what's
that
the
way.
terrain?
You can
What's the
tire you can
terrain?
tire it out and literally just everybody dog pile
What's
on
the
top of it,
terrain?
and it
What's
exhausts
the
itself to death.
terrain? What's the terrain?
The terrain is just basically like a 100 yard field, or I don't know, 500 yard field.
Flat? Completely flat?
Yeah, completely flat. No shading, no
But
nothing. Just
but the
grass.
field there's gotta be a fence, right?
I don't think. I guess it's an imaginary fence. It's in a simulation.
So in the simulation there has to be an end to the gorillas running, or else
There's no
the
way to loop
gorilla
it
would just
around,
if the gorilla just would outrun the large group and then pick off,
but it wouldn't be able
whoever
to.
got the closest. I feel like after first contact of the first 25, no matter how tired the gorilla is, I feel like it would realize the situation and make things a little different. It would change. It would stop running and chase at that point. When it realized it could just bite the head off.
Yeah, I think people thinking slightly backwards. Get it, get it tired and exhausted. Like literally make a mountain on top of it. Like 100 humans literally lay on
So
top of this
so
gorilla.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. 100 humans could definitely kill a gorilla. 25 humans might be able to kill a gorilla. Shit. 10 humans might be able to kill a gorilla. 10 of them.
That'd be a bloodbath, but they could get it
If they're
done.
10
The right
trained
10 people.
fighters, they might be able to take the gorilla out. But like you said, there's no way it happens without massive bloodshed. And the the gorilla can rip arms off faster than, like, you could be punching him in his ribs while he ripping somebody else's arms off. When he swing his arms down with the other person's arms, he's gonna break you. He's gonna break everything, your shoulders, everything, anything it touch. Like, it's just not, we're not set up the same. Humans are really fragile in comparison to like the animal
That's what I'm
kingdom.
saying. You're not going to fight it. You're not going to fight it in the
So how do
beginning.
you
You're
fight
going to
it?
basically keep it at bay, chase it,
When do you
but
fight it?
as chase it, but have a distance on it. You know what I mean?
I'll watch the first 25 try it.
You're definitely not trying to get close to it, but
I'm gonna stay. I'm
you're
gonna stay
trying
in
to
the
put it
back
in a
90.
predicament to where, like, basically cover like a box out, and you know what I mean, like,
So
or
listen. Gorillas is they get offended. So, like, imagine you in the 25 running at it. You make eye contact. He's not gonna forget who you are.
five
Yes,
people is
you're part of
easy. 5 people is easy. I'm talking about 20, 25, 30 to 50
25
people.
people, 25 to 50
He's
people.
not charging
He
into 25 or 30
he
people.
might he might get scared for a second and run, but he's gonna get tired of running,
A
bro.
human wouldn't charge into 25 dogs.
What?
If a human had to fight all them dogs, say a human had to fight 100 dogs. I don't know if
Yes, the hell I would.
that's not a
If
fair
I
fight.
realized if I realized that I was gonna get tired, not be able to outrun these dogs and they'll be able to pick my legs off, I'm finna stop running, turn around, grab the first dog I can get, snap its neck, and start beating the other dogs with that dog. Crazy?
Yeah, you
That's what
thinking
I
it's a
would
movie
do.
and you have that much time. You don't have that much time. This is not a movie.
No,
Them
it's
dogs.
natural.
If
It's
one dog
natural,
gets to
bro.
you, bro. If one dog
Fight
gets
or
to you, the
flight.
next one is. If one dog is
So
getting to you,
listen,
you have point 0.5 seconds before the next one
it's
is
fight
biting
or
your other arm.
not saying that it'll be that easy for me to fight 25 dogs, but it's fight or flight. You choose one or the other. So when one doesn't work, you instantly go to the other. That's what all animals do.
Yeah, you
If
gonna
you're
die right there. You gonna die with.
hey,
You gonna die
I
next
don't
to
think
them to
I
that
don't
dead
think I would
dog.
die. I don't think I would die because them would have to be 25. Like if I was gonna die from them 25 dogs, I would probably die from one of those dogs or two of those dogs because those dogs are not going to have no fear at all, no hesitation at all. When they, a pack of dogs is the perfect example. If you hit a dog in a pack of dogs, all the other dogs are going to back up. If you make one of them go, "Arr, arr, 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 arr," more
That's not
likely
a.
than not, they're
That's
going to
not the
back up.
plan, bro. The plan is literally to tire them for the
That's the
first.
dog's plan. That's the dog's plans too.
It's just having the appearance that they're trapped. Like forcing it to go a certain way. You don't even got to get that close to it, but if enough humans gather and push it to a certain direction,
Yeah.
it's just going to start running
I don't
around.
I don't see it. Humans are only here because we learned how to pick up rocks and use them and sharpen them. Other than that, I think that we would not be a primate species that survived. We're not fast. We can't climb. We can't take a fall. Our bones are brittle. They break. But they're not like cats. They're not like lightweight. You know what I'm saying? We're heavy, but we're not strong to match the heaviness. Like a chimpanzee is small, but they're way stronger than the biggest human. You see what I'm saying? That the argument there is not very realistic, bro. I don't think that human beings. I don't think it would have to be 100, like an army. So 100 human beings could beat a gorilla. Yes. Why can 100 human beings beat a gorilla? Because of what you're talking about now. Military strategy. A gorilla may not have military strategy, but we're not talking about a military strategy
We're talking
type
about
deal.
100 random people.
That would be Planets of the Apes. We're talking about I when I see it, I'm seeing 100 people in a room or in the gorilla's enclosure. Like say it's like a apocalyptic type vibe, and people are hiding out in a zoo, and they lock the door between between them and
Bro,
something worse than a
this is a
gorilla.
perfect game idea, bro. You can damn near make a game like this to where you could either be the gorilla or you can be the 100 people. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean?
I'm picking the gorilla every time, and I'm going to work, man. I don't think 100 people can do nothing to a gorilla. I
You're
feel like we could
crazy.
just.
You're crazy. Bro,
I feel like
we have to lean
it's
on top of this nigga and put our elbows and ankles on top of his. People think, how are we gonna cut through him? We're not going to. We're going to suffocate him to
so
death.
like like I said,
Somebody, it's gonna be some casualties.
a
I said
hundred
14.
100 trained humans who have experience with gorillas and their behaviors and movements. Like if you put I don't know, Brock Lesnar, 100 Brock Lesnars, and made them work in a zoo for 10 years each, like, but they were still Brock Lesnar. Then, yes, 100 humans would have a good, fair chance.
Because they know their
But
temperament and they know their routine and
exactly,
their
they can
stamina
out.
level.
We don't fight like gorillas, bro.
Oh, I
They
know. We don't move like gorillas.
we don't move like gorillas. Like they would throw their arm and move a person out of the way, and that would be one person off the list. You see what I'm saying? That would be one person off the list. Just them moving to get to somebody else. They step on your foot, you're out of the fight, my brother.
My plan is basically kind of how, like, I guess how they would control cattle out in the forest, like just
And my
surround
thing
it
too,
and run it to death damn near.
bro, you have to think 100 ewes. Is 100 ewes gonna do it? 100 ewes is gonna try. But is 100 ewes really gonna be able to take a gorilla. When you see a gorilla rip you in half.
I'm gonna know I got 100 more of me. I will know how many of me to that I have to sacrifice to do. I know exactly how many it would take.
So which one of you is you gonna sacrifice? Is you gonna be the one to get sacrificed?
No,
You
just
gonna tell all the other ones?
number 1 through 14.
That's what I'm saying. You're number 1 through 14. Who's picking 1 through 14?
It's a universal. It would be like one universal brain. You know what I mean? Like this.
But that's not what we ain't talking about a hive mind versus gorillas. Obviously, a hive mind could just jump on it at one time as 100 and suffocate it. Maybe five would die if it did that. But we're not talking about a hive mind. We're talking about 100 individual, self-preserving humans.
Yeah, I mean, I
They gonna
truly think
die.
so. I think
They
so.
gonna die.
I don't think
Off
you.
of pure need for self-preservation, they're all gonna die.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, this is a perfect game model for a computer game. They probably already have it, but
A computer game, nigga, we need to be doing this shit in real life.
yeah, they could probably
Mr.
have it in
Beast
like
needs to
a
put this shit
like a what they call it, VR. Instead of like
no,
saying letting niggas
no.
really lose their life.
Mr. Beast needs to have a fucking
No,
what's that
like if they
shit?
put real
Squid
physics
Games.
in it, you know what I mean? Like real human physics, like your actual
No.
power. Like
Need to have Squid Games, a real Squid Games with real people. You can sign up if you want to and let people go out there and fight that gorilla. I feel like if we did it that way, then we would see some good action, bro. You'll
it could be
probably
like
have
it could be a season, like you know what I'm saying, 10 episodes, 10 different groups try to do it. You know what I mean? You know, like
that's 1,000 people dead.
wow, you think that many people gonna die?
No, I think Group Three would win.
That's what I'm saying, bro. People think it's you want to actually wrestle this thing. No, you do not want to play with this nigga at all.
Well,
It's not a
two,
wrestling game. It's
I
a
feel like you are. I feel like you are right though because I feel like the gorilla would get so confused. Like,
entire,
what do I
bro.
want? Not even getting tired. I feel like it would get confused because it's not like
Just
it's a
launch,
hundred.
just run people at it, but don't even like get close enough for it to swing at it. It might.
See, that's you underestimating how fast a gorilla is. You run in its direction before you can decide to slow down. It's covered the distance and
That's
boom,
what I'm
boom, boom, boom,
saying.
boom.
There will be casualties, but I'm saying if I think in the first 30 minutes,
Oh
I
yeah,
will
your
have
next
this thing
step,
in
bro,
banked
your
and
next step on this recorded call, because I gotta head back on the clock. But your next step need to be politics. This nigga said there will be casualties.
there will be casualties, bro. You're crazy to think that this gorilla not gonna kill somebody.
There will be casualties.
But like, you know what I mean? Like obviously this is just random generated things, but I
So
could s-
that's the craziest part about it because people really are. We got our brains are really, really powerful weapons because one person with a small rock on a stick would put up a better fight, in my opinion, than 100 barehanded individuals.
because they think it's about you gotta take what advantage you have. It's
Yeah,
not
you
a
could just throw the stick. You could just throw the spear while it's running at you.
yeah. You can if you hit it in the head the right way, you can really disable it.
Shit, if you throw it hard enough, physics will pierce the muscle, and that alone, now you have the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Hit it in the hip. Now you've hindered its movement. You see what I'm saying? It's got a big chest. Hit it right there in the chest.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing running too well with a spear in his
Just think about
chest.
how you feel if you were in a fight. At what point is it over for you? Because you're out of breath, you're out of shape, your stamina's gone. That's probably the easiest
Mhm.
time to whoop you. You know what I mean?
I don't think a gorilla, even if I'm out of breath, I'm out of shape, and
These
I'm
gorillas
down.
aren't creatures that have to be
Even
super
if
duper
I'm having
endurance,
trouble standing up, bro, I still might have that one in me, and I feel like
bro. If you're
that
dizzy, you're
one.
limping, you're loopy. You're loopy. You're
bro.
that tired. Like, have you ever watched boxers when they get tired? That's when they get knocked
Yeah,
out,
yeah, of course. But I don't know, man. I don't feel like 100 humans would put a gorilla in that predicament.
bro. That's the only way you can win.
Maybe on the ropes,
I
you would
think you got
have
to get it
to.
like that, and then do the swarm
So,
method. Make a mountain on
so
top of that nigga.
the question is, are there 100 humans, 100 modern day humans, willing to sacrifice their life for the cause?
You
No questions
you're
asked. Are
adding
there
a
100?
variable. You're
No, I'm
not.
not.
You're not adding a variable to the gorilla though, because it could be the weakest gorilla out of the pack, the one that don't want to fight, that done lost the fight to everybody else.
Yeah, I think everybody's talking about a silverback gorilla.
When they put that name, that's probably that gorilla amongst
The
silverbacks. You know.
average, the average adult male gorilla,
Yeah, I just don't think their stamina is great, to be honest. And
bro.
I'm
I
not
think
saying
their
that we
stamina
have
is
great
way
stamina,
better.
but you have to work a system, and I definitely think that thing's like
Bro,
after
you
swinging at
gotta think. You gotta think. Every human, like, we don't. Our muscles ain't built the same. We're not made to work like them. Like, they are made to swing and jump and run, and they sleep all the time because they may have to be foraging and shit for 2 days straight. Like, they got the stamina, bro. Like, he'll calm
a
down, catch his
hundred
breath.
Giannis, LeBron type people, John Jones type of individuals. We're talking about Brock Lesnar, John Cena,
Getting
The
their
Rock.
skulls crushed, getting their skulls crushed, getting knocked off. But
I'm not saying they're not gonna get knocked out too. I'm just saying, like, bro, if you have a game plan, this will be very
yes,
quick.
a
This will
hundred,
be
a
quickly.
hundred Spartans willing to sacrifice their life for the cause. No questions asked. That's an easy
Like
fight.
this
I'm trying to
this
tell you.
monkey, the game plan I'm talking about, I wish I could simulate it. I want to simulate it on a video. I think it
But
will be
then,
so
yes,
tired it's going to lay on its back before you have to really touch it with my game plan. It's going to lay, it's going to sit there and lay on its back, breathing for air before you ever touch, before you really have to touch it.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the amount of testosterone in an adult male gorilla would cause it to
Lash out at least
charge,
one team.
lash out a long time
How many
before
lashes?
it's just.
How many lash outs does it have before it's exhausted? That's what like
So
you
my
think they
thing
have
is,
infinite amount of
my
lash
thing
outs.
is, the running part is gonna be like, oh shit, it's a lot of y'all coming at me, and then it's gonna be like, oh shit, I'm running, and then it's gonna be like, oh shit, y'all are small, and then
We
from then
stop.
on
As
out,
soon as it turns
uh-huh,
around, we run away from it and let it chase us, it swing at
yeah,
us, get tired.
yeah,
Then
brother,
it's gonna wait a
brother,
second, turn around, look
brother,
left to the right. We gonna
it's
start
not
running it
gonna get
again.
it's not gonna get tired. Like at this point, you got a
Man,
big space.
you
You
crazy.
got 50 yards between the gorilla and you at all times for this to work.
No, more like 20, more like 25
Bro,
to 30.
he's covering 20 yards in a leap. He's covering 10 in a leap.
That's why I said 20 to
Two
30.
jumps, two jumps, and he's on top of the first group.
Okay, while he's dealing with the first group, everything is exposed. All it takes is a trained fighter. You don't think.
Huh? What is exposed? He's a muscle. He got an
So you're
armor
saying
suit. Muscle.
a avalanche of people running over top of somebody. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be a easy thing, but
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying we're going to
There's
make a
no way
pyramid.
to
We're going
get
to
through
get him
this.
tired, and we're literally going to build a pyramid of humans
There's
on
no
top of him,
way
and he
there's
won't.
no way to get through this without having a hive mind of individuals who are all willing to just die for it. Like who
Yeah,
are
it's like It's basically like Gladiator. You know what I mean? It's
no,
like
it's not
like
even
you
like
saying Hunger
gladiators.
Games. You have a debt,
Gladiators, at
but
the end of the day, the gladiators were self-preserving. They wanted to win the fight, and whether it was get freedom or win the fight for money, they wanted to win the fight and live at the end of the fight. Obviously, they wanted to die a gladiator's death, but they wanted to win the fight. Every fight they fought, they wanted to win that fight. you got to have 100 people who are going into this with the mindset that
You
it's actually cool for me not to win this fight. Like you got to have 100 people who want to be the first person
you're
to get
making
their
it
hands
different
on the ring.
because you're putting too much onus on a variable that can't be calculated. You know what I mean? And I'm saying
Bro, the,
I'm only
the
speaking on the
variable that
calculatable
can be
variables. Like
calculated,
we have to
the
just say
variable,
this is the average man. Everybody, this is the average person you're going to get for all 100. Because at that point, if it's 100 John Joneses, is different than if it's 100 average men. Like one that's trained to basically kill.
even 100 John Joneses. If one of those John Joneses is like, shit, I'm gonna let y'all be the first 50 and I'm gonna be in the back. And another John Jones sees that and is like, shit, I might as well hang back too. You have a problem. You have a problem. If those John Joneses are like, oh, that's a big gorilla, I gotta respect that gorilla and you know what I'm saying, keep my distance and not jump in. You have to have 100 people who are just willing to charge the gorilla.
Obviously,
Now,
man. If you know what I mean. Obviously, it's not people that don't want to be there. It's it's people that like.
who wants to be there?
So this group of 100 people, they might be able to train together or whatever it might be. They know what's happening. Like
So
this is
yes,
this is a group
they're
thought.
going
You know
into
what I mean?
this. They're
It's
all
like if
going
you're
into
playing a
this.
computer game. Like I'm just controlling my 100 people. All these individual variables about so and so scared of this. No, no, no. It's one. It's like a master. Like I'm controlling it. I'm just saying 100 people do this. 10 people do this. You don't have a say. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, man.
I just you have to consider human nature and you have to consider gorilla nature. Like,
Gorilla nature is. I'm just going to say species nature is if I see 50 things running at me, to probably run. Like
mm,
I think if somebody saw 50 squirrels running at it, they would run.
oh yeah, if I saw 50 squirrels running at me, I would run. You know why? Because 50 squirrels can hurt me.
So you think that that gorilla advantage is bigger than our advantage on squirrels?
Yeah,
Well, folks,
squirrels are squirrels are faster and more nimble than me than the average human. Two squirrels could probably take out Brock Lesnar.
she said two squirrels.
Two squirrels, if the squirrels were intent on like, so that's the thing, I guess, because now you got to consider squirrel natures. The squirrels would run away, you know, and then they would wait to get grabbed and then they would bite. But if the squirrels were on attack, they could just run up and bite the jugular and kill a human that fast.
I get it. I get it.
So yeah, I guess if you had 100 fighters that could run up and, but I don't even think a long person like John Jones would be able to really lock in a chokehold on a gorilla.
Really, we'll be running until he starts running the other way. The goal would never be to actually run to him. It's like just the idea of all them people running at you. You think you would try to want to get a
Yeah,
head start?
in a coordinated attack, yes. So that's the argument that you got to have. Is it a coordinated attack or is it a just a fight? Because in a street fight, in just a fight,
We can't
just
sh- we
100,
can't street fight it. It
100.
has it has 10x strength as one human. So
Okay, look at this. Look at this. I feel like the conversation be going all over the place. I'm talking about taking 100 random men from wherever they work, wherever they're at, just random from the world, 100 of them, plopping them down, fat,
ju-
skinny,
just random,
in
just a
shape,
random
out
choice
of
of people.
shape, just a random choice of people. And you're grabbing one random silverback gorilla and dropping it into a room with walls.
Do we have
Nobody
any
can
time to
run away.
talk?
Nobody can run away. No time to talk. And the gorilla is pissed off.
He said he's pissed.
And the people can be pissed off too, but they're not. Nobody's had time to talk. Nothing's coordinated. Language isn't a thing. We're not gonna put the mind of humans into play at all. We're saying
I
pure
still got us.
physicality,
I still got us winning that, but it's gonna be we might have like under
pure
50 left.
physicality. 100 normal people. Think about your bet. I wouldn't say I'm way better shape than the average person, but we're both better shape than the average person. You see what I'm saying? Our health is better than the average person. I know my wind is nothing. I'll be out of wind. So on the first run after the gorilla, I'm gonna be, but I still know that on average, I'm in better shape than most people. You see what I'm saying? So if you take 100 actually random people, you're gonna get probably 20 to 30 people in our range, maybe 50 people in our range. But if you're taking a true 100 random people, you're going to have a lot of people who are a reflection of the average person. You see what I'm saying? And the average person is going to roll their ankle. I might roll my ankle running after that gorilla. Shit, you might roll your ankle or pull something out of place the first time you run after the gorilla. Think about how many casualties we gonna have just off of humans not knowing how to. We don't do that. We don't run after, like, that's why we have UFC fighters and shit like that. The average UFC fighter is not anywhere near as in shape as a gorilla.
Bro, we gotta look it up. They're not in great shape.
Bro, yes, they
They're
are.
strong as fuck. But I mean,
They're strong. Okay, you know, strong as fuck because they do repetitive actions when in their waking hours. Yes, they sleep a lot. Yes, they're. You see what I'm saying? Yes, they. Especially in a zoo where we have time to observe them, they're
bro,
sleeping all day
all
in
I'm
the zoo.
saying is the key to success with this thing is have it sweating, have it gasping for air, have it, you know what I'm saying? Have it tormented, you know what I mean? Like you
Yeah,
gotta
you're bringing the human mindset into it. You're